And hello, ladies and gentlemen. Well, gentlemen mostly, but I guess few ladies are also maybe watching. I don't know
I bet.
who would watch us yap, but yeah, I mean,
About football.
yeah, but why not? I mean, it's fun times. So yeah, jokes aside, well, now we're gonna talk about Group F, and this is like a pretty straightforward one, to be honest. Like we talked, some of them are like really balanced, some of them are like group of death, and this one is just wow.
Good clubs and
Yeah,
someone.
yeah, and I guess it's gonna be a bloodbath, but like you never know. And like I always say, it's fun to cheer for the underdog. So, yeah,
That's a place for it. Group F.
exactly.
So let's just like always start with the possibly the best club in this group, which is Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah, and in some groups it's like arguable who is like the top dog, but in this group, yeah, it's really not a big question. I mean, Borussia didn't have the best of seasons like last year. It was pretty disappointing, and they somehow managed to like grab the fourth place in Bundesliga to secure Champions League again, but it was like a tough call, really.
Yeah, because they fired the coach and the second coach also.
Yeah, and the second coach, yeah. So it's gonna be like a bit of renovation for them, and it kind of started in the transfer market when they bought another Bellingham.
Yeah.
I mean, one Bellingham kind of worked out for them perfectly, so let's
So why not
see
take
why.
the second one?
Yeah, I mean, they paid decent money. It's actually like a transfer record for one of the teams that are promoted to the Premier League that they got. So it's like 40 million, like euros, something like that, plus like add-ons and
Bonuses, like all of these like
it's gonna
clauses.
pile up. But come on, like he is 19, and I mean his brother at 19 was already like a world beater. But let's see, can he at least be like 60% of him? And if he is, like, it's gonna be great. Like he's gonna be a really good player.
Yeah, and Borussia will really go higher.
Yeah,
Back
and,
again.
Let's be honest, like when it comes to making players, Borussia is like the best club in Germany to do that. And they have like really especially good track record with developing English players.
Somehow, yeah.
Yeah, because they had Bellingham, they had Sancho, they have Gittens now, and okay, now let's see a Bellingham too. Will it work out? And
Yeah, why not? That will be his stage and like a more serious training ground.
yeah, exactly. So let's see how that will happen. And in general, they didn't do much in the market still, but maybe they're on the cautious side. Like they figure out, okay, we're definitely not gonna win this tournament. There's no need to overspend, like to get some players in, like for this tournament specifically.
Exactly, and they are still a German club.
Yeah,
Every single Bundesliga club is mostly like conservative with spending money, even like borrowing money, you know.
yeah, exactly. They're like really high on this, like being self-efficient and like taking care of that, like not going to some crazy debt. So
Yeah, they kinda don't trust that sometimes it's okay to borrow money. Let's look at Barcelona. Like everything is like on loans there.
like I think even like the toilet paper there is borrowed at this point.
I
but
get it, yeah.
yeah, I mean, like when you have La Masia, like you can bet on yourself to actually like being able to pay off these loans. But me as a Bosnian, I also kind of like lean to this like German approach. Like I never like to borrow money. Like
Me personally
especially
too.
this money that I'm not sure I can pay off. Like and immediately pay off, not like in the long run or short run.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's how it goes. And like luckily for Borussia, they're in like a really easy group. And regardless of what, they didn't like spend crazy money before this like competition starts. I think they're still like comfortably gonna be in the first place.
in this group, yeah, and later we will just see.
Yeah, like we said, like you never know in like this like one
Playoffs,
game, like what can happen.
Yeah.
And yeah, like we talked about the favorites, and now let's talk about the underdogs of this group, and it is like Korean side.
Yeah, Ulsan HD Hyundai based club. We've been talking about Mitsubishi,
And now we have Hyundai.
so now we have Hyundai, and they have a beef with Mitsubishi.
Yeah,
of
let's see like who has better football and then who has better cars.
Yeah, better cars maybe like on the tracks. Let's still be on the football pitches. Well, yeah, Ulsan is 5 times South Korean champions, and they got to the FIFA Club World Cup because of the rankings.
Yeah, in Asian rankings, yeah.
Yeah.
Eligible teams.
Yeah, they have won the Asian Champions League in 2020, but this doesn't count.
Yeah, like the cutoff year was 21 for all.
4 years
Yeah, yeah.
passed. Most of their squad is South Korean. They have 2 Swedish guys, which one of the Swedish guys is actually Bosnian,
Yeah.
Bojanic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have 2 Brazilians and they have 1 Polish guy. And
Yeah.
they also bought a Venezuelan.
And
Yeah.
1 Venezuelan. Yeah, they bought this 1 Polish guy from Korona Kielce. We will see. Maybe he will play there. Yeah, like you talk about this 1 Brazilian guy, Farias. He's right now their best scorer with 8 goals, and they are fighting for the best place still in the South Korean league. But yeah, most of the times they were below. 10 times they have been on the 2nd place in the league, and well, what more can we say? They this is their 3rd time in Club World Cup, and they always been smacked. They have never win any single match. They have scored at best like 1 goal, and that's it.
I mean, yeah, to be honest, even though this group isn't like horribly hard, still I find it hard for them to do something more, because this is way out of their depth, to be honest. Like they have some players who played for South Korean national team. They have a lot of experience, but this is, I think, just a different level of football, and I don't know.
Still more money and still more time must go by.
Exactly. So I mean, fingers crossed, but I wouldn't be hoping too much for this.
0 expectations, just good vibes.
3rd club is, well, another underdog, definitely. I mean, they are the big guys of South African football, and they're kind of getting on the scene with continental football in Africa. But when you consider like Fluminense and Borussia Dortmund, yeah, this is gonna be like too big of a challenge. But yeah, Mamelodi Sundowns, at least domestically, they are not struggling like the Korean side before them. They are 8 years in a row they have been champions of South Africa, and they won 1 African Champions League in 2016. They could have made it a 2nd one this year, but they lost to, well, interestingly named Egyptian team Pyramids.
Oh, that's a very Egyptian club.
Yeah, they lost on aggregate like just by 1 goal difference, but yeah, I mean they are showing some definite improvement. What we can say is that definitely they are also they have very rich owner, like all of the South Africans, like it's from mining, not car industry this time.
Oh.
And yeah, they are kind of investing a lot in youth development and like the typical style of play. So they're literally they're trying to become like Barcelona of Africa.
Of Africa, yeah.
And
well, they have become Bayern Munich of South Africa.
Yeah, exactly. That is like checked. And now let's go to the 2nd stage. So yeah, I mean, they even managed to bring in some like South American players, and Ribeiro, like Brazilian, is their best scorer and their pretty much best player. He even had some like decent stints in like Belgium, and yeah, I mean, they're trying their best. They're even trying to assemble, let's say, like best of youth from South Africa. So they even got like Matthews, who was part of Borussia Dortmund academy. So he's gonna at least get to play against them. And they have like a lot of like players in their like 30s who are also like still part of South African national football team, like their captain, like Swain or Swane, I'm not like 100% sure how to pronounce it. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's gonna be a fun watch, I think, like, because we know when every time we look at like African football, it's like pure chaos.
Yeah, but their match against Ulsan might be like a fun thing.
Absolutely, and we will see like when like the chaos of African football meets like the tiki-taka they're playing and like they're trying to achieve. So I mean, why not? Like I said with others, like fingers crossed, and let's see some
good
football.
vibes. Yeah, and I can also just mention just one thing. This will be their second time in Club World Cup. First time they played in 2016, and they lost every match, scored just one goal. So
Hopefully they're gonna do better now.
yeah.
And yeah, to conclude the Group F, we're going to Brazil. And we're going to one of the most famous and most supported teams in Brazil, but also the team that has been struggling a lot in recent years.
Exactly, we're talking about Fluminense. Well, they are there because they won Copa Libertadores in 2023, and that will be it for the successes. Right now they are just behind the best Brazilian clubs, and yeah, they have just like every Brazilian club, like some very old players. Like one of them is 40 years old.
Yeah,
Thiago Silva. Yeah.
And they have like a 44-year-old goalkeeper.
Yeah, but goalkeepers are like different breeds. Like
Yeah, but like 44, man. I mean, but we will see. It'll be interesting to see, will he be actually their first choice goalkeeper in this tournament, or they will go with Pitaluga.
I think more like Pitaluga.
I don't know, we will see. Like, he's also one of the guys that Liverpool fans will know as someone who never got to play for Liverpool, but he was just like chucked on like a huge amount of loans, and now they just like gave him back to Fluminense.
Yeah, and since last season, one of their best players isn't Brazilian. He's a Colombian, John Arias.
Yeah, and he's scoring a lot of goals. I mean, they have like an interesting attack partnership of him and another Argentinian player, German Hano, and yeah, I mean, they're kind of powered by all of the old Brazilians and a bit younger other South Americans. It's too sad that like they had two pretty noticeable players retire from football. Because,
Marcelo.
Yeah, because he would definitely, like, along with Thiago Silva, be the absolutely biggest name there. But yeah, he decided to end his career.
Yeah, and also Marcelo was very much like Brazilian based. I mean, he celebrated more, and he said it. He celebrated more winning that Copa Libertadores than winning the Champions League.
Yeah, because like we said like a million times, like in South America, that is like the holy grail. Like that's like the biggest competition there is. It's like the pride of every player and every fan, and that's why some of these players are returning in their like 30s, and then like in case of Thiago Silva even in their 40s,
yeah,
to get to like to a chance to lift the trophy. And yeah, I mean,
yeah, I also remember that Messi was criticized before he became a world champion that he never played in Argentina and never won a Copa Libertadores, so how much good he is in comparison to Maradona. This was like a long term argument, but
Yeah, but come on, like at least he settled that with winning the World Cup and
exactly, that's like has settled it up.
yeah, but in general, what do you expect from Fluminense?
Second place in this group. Their first match is against Borussia Dortmund, so this will be a good start, like a refreshing start, because you don't like you won't underestimate your first rival, and first match is always like one of the most important. But later they have this
Mamelodi Sundowns and
Ulsan HD, so 6 points.
I guess, yeah, like even with like 44-year-old goalkeeper, I can't see like something bad happening against this opposition. Like
Exactly. Yeah, like I think they won't disappoint, but
I mean, yeah, I don't expect them to go much further because, to be honest, out of all South American teams, like their squad looks the thinnest. Like there are some notable players, but they're 40.
yeah, and that's why their average age is 28 years old. So where the usual is like 25.
Yeah, and like you know that all of these teams have like a bunch of 17-year-olds and 18-year-olds who barely even play, so they're like even dropping this, like it would be over 30 when you looked at it. I mean, like I said, this like 44-year-old goalkeeper is their like highest rated player on SofaScore.
Yeah,
Like,
and that shows if a goalkeeper is your best player, that shows that nothing is happening on the pitch good.
yeah, but I mean, they're lucky with this like easy group. But after that, like expect pretty much a swift exit.
Yeah, they played one time in Club World Cup final, but they lost with Manchester City back then, and yeah, this time I won't see them in final, but in playoffs, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna go through in the group, but I mean like first bit harder opposition, and it's gonna be the end.
Exactly. I mean, the first match against Borussia will tell us.
Exactly. That if they manage to like be on par with Borussia, there is some hope.
Some,
Yeah.
just some. So guys, that will be it for the group F. Please let us know what do you think about these clubs, who do you see going into which round, and just like always, please remember to subscribe if you are still not in our fans group. And
what's stopping you? Like subscribing is free.
exactly, and it will be free still.
Yeah. So join us on our road to Club World Cup and lots of other football topics that we're gonna cover in the future.